स्थापकाय च धर्मस्य सर्वधर्मस्वरूपिणे अवतारवरिष्ठाय रामकृष्णाय ते नमः। A devotee: Sir, what is the significance of Sri Krishna's stealing the gopis' clothes? Master, this is very common question that many are asking, very often they ask. And as if something that is a thing of contempt like. But as we advance in spiritual life, as we go ahead of spiritual life, one by one, all the layers covering all our self-imposed limitations drop away. One by one drop away. We start moving backward to our childhood days of the same purity of perfection when the child is born, its mind, you see, it is called non-judgmental mind, non-judgmental. It is just observing the world, just it has got senses, eyes and all. It is able to see. It doesn't give any meaning to it. That purity, when it is born, it never covers its body. When the awareness of man, woman, naked, covered, all this doesn't appear in that mind. We go back as we advance, we acquire the same childhood. We can see Jain sadhus and sadhvis, they move about without clothes throughout the year. How that purity radiates, that people are not able to understand because their mind is colored by enjoyments and the very lowly way of thinking, being body, looking at others as body. When the spiritual awareness dawns, all these limitations fall off. Sri Ramakrishna is answering, Master, there are 8 fetters that bind a person to the world. The gopis were free from all but one, the shame. Sri Ramakrishna used to say, Lajja Grina Bhai, Teen Thakte Nai. There are after the 8 fetters, Lajja, shame, that one feels, Grina, the hatred, dislikes, fear. These are basic human limitations. All these 8 fetters means what we have bound ourselves and which one we have to take out and throw ourselves. It is not binding. Fetters and bondage. Bondage is like birth and death. From escape from sufferings. We can't do. Joys and sufferings that come out of karma, karmic load, that cannot be avoided and that has to be faced. Now, this feature, we have bound ourselves with 8 fetters and that we have to take out. Bondage cannot be removed. Suppose somebody has tied me, I cannot take. We are bound by nature. So birth and death is decided by nature. So we cannot get rid of it. But the lajja, grana, bhai, and all these jati, kula, I belong to this caste, I belong to this family, I had that identity. All these things we have bound ourselves. I belong to this religion, I belong to this race. All these are man-made, and man is bound by it. Small childhood, it is taught to them. You belong to this. You are a Brahmin, you are a Christian, you are a Hindu. All these are the bindings we have put. One day we emerge from all that pure spirituality and pure divinity, where all differences, including religion, dissolves. Hindu is no more Hindu, Christian is no more Christian. When God is attained, when self is attained, all these differences, linguistic differences, professional differences, man and woman, gender differences, all differences dissolve. So the gopis were free from all others except shame, and that shame. Therefore, Sri Krishna freed them from that one too by taking away their clothes. When we get sannyasa, after 9 years of brahmacharya, we live as brahmacharis for 9 years. Then when we are trained to be the Atman. Slowly we evolve from Deha Bhava to Jiva Bhava, from Jiva Bhava to Atma Bhava. The mother gives the name to the body. She sees only body. And she gives the name body to the body. And when we join the mutt, our external signs alone are cleared. We are made to wear white clothes. Then head is shaven with a shikha. Shikha is dharma karma awareness. What is my duty? And I am a brahmachari. Oh, how to make me understand the source of my existence is the shikha, place is shikha, where the first conceived cell forms. From there the body slowly expands towards the feet. From skull, the deep inside, from there the spine grows to the lowest, then the limbs emerge out. So this point where my journey started with this bodily existence, journey started with this bodily existence. The formation of the body started. This formative place from where we began our journey is the Shikha point. From there it came down. It's exactly at the center, at this level, where the Sahasrara remains. So the Shikha represents, oh, you are a human. You have duties to perform. You have dharma to follow, righteousness and all that comes into that. And what are you doing? How are you behaving? How are you taking all the things into your life? So that begins here. So at that time we see there are 8 fetters in the world. So that shikha is left when the brahmachari is made to start their journey as brahmacharis. They live for 9 years. First 6 years, 5 years are spent in training. 3 years are first 3 years turning inward. We come with the external awareness, and slowly we turn away from the external awareness to internal awareness. From worldly view to the divine view. Oh, where I have to go now? All that world in which we moved, all that is dropped away. And in such a way that I will never again enter into this world which had left and come away. Not out of disgust, not of hatred, but I have grown to the, just like a high school boy when he is emerging, he thinks to himself, oh, this school no more I enter into. Now I have got college to go. Like that, out of evolution, out of growth, God has given me pass. I can enter to higher life. I have come to the higher level. These are all for people who are still there. I have to serve them. I have to love them. I must help them to evolve. That is the attitude towards the world. But he remains in his own world, striving for still higher. Then when the spiritual awakening over 3 years is given, to turn inward. And then second 2 years, intense training in the training center, where is cut off from all external activities and things, and totally dedicate with the people of his own nature, his own purpose, the brahmacharis who have come for the training center. They get together. In our batch, we were 81 people. So 81 brahmacharis will together. They each will have their own small duties of day-to-day maintenance, and the rest of the time we'll have regular college like studies, bell and all, just like no board, writing board, acharyas teaching, the regular periods from morning 9 to almost 4 o'clock we'll have the classes, then evening prayers, morning prayers, all this systematic. We are cut off from the external world and internal monastic world also. They are together with the acharyas alone. Now that when that period is given for a spiritual awakening, that he devotes to studies, small amount of work, in the mutt also, shrine cleaning, and then dining hall, serving, all these activities, small activities will continue. If in case there are no insufficient vegetable cutting, we will be given the vegetable cutting duty on special days and all that. So all those things, small activities will be there, and each time when we attend to activities like vegetable cutting, you are given, then one person will be silently sitting, all will be silently sitting and doing their duties. One person will be reading some text like some great master or Swamiji's life or some reminiscences. All these they will be reading, so that our time is not wasted, our disturbance is not there. So with that, the 2 years of intense, this one, slowly there will be spiritual awakening. Spiritual awareness becomes strong, and there will be inner awakening. We are physically awake and spiritually sleeping, and spiritual awakening will be there. Then the name changes. With the spiritual awakening, the body identity breaks. I am body, and body identity breaks, and then from Deha Bhava, I go to the Jiva Bhava. I am the transmigratory soul. I identify with that. I am not body anymore after spiritual awakening. I am the soul living in the body. The body becomes an encasement, and I am independent of it as much as the cloth is. How much cloth is independent of the body? So much independent identity we gain. And this identity From Deha Bhava, I have come to the Jiva Bhava. Sometimes 1 or 2 past lives we remember. So here we see the Deha Bhava to Jiva Bhava. And after that, the brahmacharis take the vow of brahmacharya, and then we enter into Gayatri. Gayatri is given for 4 years' time is given for attainment of the Atman. From Deha Bhava we come to Jiva Bhava, from Jiva Bhava to Atma Bhava. When we come from training center, after the training, when we are going back, we will be given Gayatri Mantra, and our name is changed because my identity is changed. I am no more body. I am something else. I has shifted from body to inner layer. Body has become just a wrapper over my existence. So this identity of Jiva Bhava is given with Chaitanya. So each Krishna Chaitanya, Rama Chaitanya, this Chaitanya ends with Chaitanya. Chaitanya, this name is given to the transmigratory soul, no more to the body. Mother gives the name to the physical body. And then the Guru gives the name for, when Brahmacharya Guru, he gives the name for the Jivatman. That is transmigratory soul. Beyond the two is the Atman. With that Gayatri, he goes on praying, awaken my spiritual consciousness. He goes on. And then he will slowly evolve. He learns the technique of turning inward and diving within. He takes the inward journey to reach the core of the existence, Atman, which is the 10th door to infinity. He identifies slowly, oh, I am that. These are just covers from bodily existence. Body was a cover. Mind, senses, all these are covers. Intellect is the last, buddhi. Beyond that is the Atmic existence. That is the door. That is the core of the heart, which we call the spiritual heart. So when we enter, get the self-knowledge, again the name is changed into Ananda. I am identifying myself, or I have identified with myself with the Atman. Even those who are in the path to the final attainment of the Atman, because Atman attainment is very, very long and it may take even lives together. But all efforts are made and he has dissociated from the one layer so that he has to move that way. Suppose you enter a gate, what is on the other side alone you can go ahead. So the moment you turn inward and enter the gate, you are given the Ananda. With expectation that if you have attained, is all right. If you are not attained, you are going to attain. So that Atman, you as Atman is the Ananda. All names ends with Ananda. He is the Satchidananda in different aspects. So names are just at the time of the sannyasa, we are supposed to drop off all things, including the shame. We all remove the clothes with the Balya Bhava, like a child, newborn child, or even 1 year, 2 year old children, how they run about without clothes. Like that, we are made to move all in line. When we go removing all the clothes and lie in a line, we stand, and then the Guru will be giving us this Gerva cloth. That is the last thing that is removed. All other, the differences in castes and all this are dropped away. Even the fear goes off with the spiritual awakening. As long as your body, he was afraid. Somebody may hit me, somebody may kill me, when he knows he is no more body. He is something else. Whether body falls, just like cloth. I am going somewhere, somebody snatches away my clothes, nothing is lost. It is outer cover he has taken. I can put on another one and go. Like that, we will not be afraid. Fear goes off. Worldly fear goes off. Only one anxiety will be there. Will I be able to reach the self or not? How to reach? How fast can I go? That will be only bothering. Otherwise, world, somebody going to say, I may fall sick. All this, old age comes, what to do? All this is for body. He is in his own joy, in his own bliss. So that is called Ananda. But the last thing, all the desires of the world, Putreshana, Vittaishana, Lokaishana, all are dropped. And this shame is also goes away. He attains that Balya state in which the sannyasa is given. So here it is a sign of sannyasa being given, where all the fetters, all the bindings that have created ourselves are dropped away. Therefore, Krishna freed them from that one too by taking away their clothes. On attaining God, one gets rid of all fetters. To Mahindra Mukherjee and the others, by no means all people feel attracted to God. There are special souls who feel so. How much difficult it is to feel the presence of God, a acceptance of there is a thing called God. We don't feel. Most of the people living in the world, how much aware they are, how much aware they are of their family and children and family, their earnings and their duties. But who is aware of the God, divine? To accept an entity called God is there, beyond all this itself is a great advancement in spiritual life. Total acceptance of God's existence. I may not be able to see, I might not have seen, but there is a thing called God who is governing all this. That acceptance. And then to feel attracted towards Him is still ahead, still far off. To feel attracted. By no means people feel attracted to God. There are special souls who feel so. There are special who feel, means they have gone to the college level. To love God, one must be born with good tendencies. When does the good tendencies come? Lives after lives he has been doing good and good and good only. All things, the tendencies to do bad things, harm people, insult people, give pain to them, and destroy the nature, destroy others, all these tendencies have been dropped. And how to be helpful to others, how to serve them, how to remove their sufferings, how to remove their ignorance, all this, running and doing wherever the opportunity comes to serve. So this goodness, then the love for God awakens, attraction for God awakens. Tukaram says in one of his songs, Bau janmachi sukritanchi zodi manuni viktali avadi. Bau janmachi sukritanchi zodi. Sukrita, good deeds, accumulation of good deeds of many, many lives. That's why one feels attracted towards God. Manuni Vittali Avadi. Avadi means passionate attachment. I want to see, I want to be with him. Like that. That kind of. Munu Avadi. Vittali Avadi. Janma Sukrutanchi Zodi. Zodi is earning. Lives after lives he is earning the merits of good deeds. And that is why he feels attracted towards God. To love God, one must be born with good tendencies. Otherwise, why should you alone of the people of Bagh Bazaar come here? Huge, when we see around, everywhere there are people. Close by also, far away also, known people also. But who comes to the ashrama here? A few who are blessed to come here. The grace of divine must be there to bring them here. Otherwise, why should you alone of the people of Bagh Bazaar come here? You can't expect anything good in a dunghill. The cows are there in India. Almost every house, a few decades back, almost every house willed to possess, at the time of Indian independence, as many as humans now. There were cattle. 30 crore was human population, 1947, same amount of cattle, 30 crores. Now the human population has raised from 30 crores to 140 crores, and cattle population has decreased from 30 crores to 3 crores. That is it. Now in those days, as many, just like each one is having a vehicle now, every house had a cow. And they will go on, the dung of the cow, they are go on putting in one place. Then they change place after the rainy season. A pit is made and go on putting that. It becomes manure. Slowly it grows into manure. So this is called cow dung hill. What good can you find in that cow dung hill? Good in the cow dung hill. The touch of Malaya breeze turns trees into sandalwood, no doubt. But there are few exceptions. The banyan, the cotton tree and ashwatha. Malaya breeze coming from Malaya hills. They are supposed to be cool, pleasant, nice, scented breeze comes. And this breeze sometimes is blessed with a power to transform all the trees into sandal trees. But there are exceptions. Some don't get transformed at all. Like cotton trees, ashwatha, banyan, and these grass, they don't get transformed. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Tat Sat Shri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu.